Hello, everyone. My name is Andrew, and I work in Definity's growth team. Before we begin, let me just say that today's session is being recorded, and it will be available soon on Definity's YouTube channel. Today, our guest is Dror Ben Eliyahu, the head of business operations at Simplex. Simplex by Nouveau has created a Fiat to crypto infrastructure, thereby helping to bridge the gap between the world of Fiat and crypto assets. It's going to talk about the future of crypto on and off ramps, mainstream access to NFTs, and how Simplex can help connect traditional and decentralized finance. Dror, take it away.
Hey everyone, happy to be here. Nice to meet you all. Hope you're having a great time in this amazing opportunity to actually develop something on this internet computer blockchain that we hear so much about and finally is coming to fruition. Before we start, and thank you, Andrew, for the great introduction. And as Andrew said, my name is Dror. I'm the head of business operation in Simplex. And let me share my screen here so you can see my slides. Checking
on full screen. Yes, that looks perfect.
Perfect. 1 second, please. So, before we start talking about Simplex, I want to take you to a different story. And the story is about the Mars Climate Orbiter. So in 1999, after 10 months journey in space, the Mars Climate Orbiter has finally arrived to its destination. However, instead of slowing down to enter an orbit around Mars, it continued straight ahead, full power, and in 30 seconds, it was burned by the Mars atmosphere. After a few days, the Americans and the European scientists met to try to understand how did they lose $161 million and 4 years of work. What they found is going to shock you. While the American team were measuring in miles, the European teams was measuring in kilometers. It's crazy. The story is really unbelievable, and what it teaches us is a very important lesson. First of all, if rocket science can do such mistakes, who are we? We can all do mistakes. You can do, I can do, everybody can do mistakes. But these mistakes don't have to cost us $161 million. We only need to pay attention to how we communicate and making sure that the other side understand what we are saying. And related to what you are doing right now, I assume that there is a lot of groups that never met, working from different locations around the globe, and communication is essential. You're working towards the same goal, and you need to know, first of all, that you are standing on the same page and everybody understand each other and are doing the same work that's needed and not measuring kilometers or miles. So, they do it. Please learn from their mistake and move forward as quickly as possible. And bye-bye Mars Climate Orbiter. So back to Simplex. Simplex is the gateway to tomorrow's finance. We provide the bridge from fiat to crypto. You guys are the tomorrow finance. You create it, you build it, and this is important for the mass adoption. We have to facilitate this as much as possible from our end, but you have the heavy lifting of actually creating a great user experience. People will want to come enjoy this amazing revolution that's happening right in front of our eyes, and you probably know it better than us. So we're going to talk about Simplex in general, and what solution we offer. What is the turnkey solution that we are so proud of? That we have the Simplex Banking, branded Visa, and NFT solution. Simplex, in a nutshell, was founded in 2014 after our CEO didn't manage to buy Bitcoin with his credit card or any other way back in 2013 when he tried. He decided to found Simplex, and after 8 years of great work. We have a licensed financial institution in the EU, very, very, very important for our business. We partnered with over 350 partner exchanges, wallet, DeFi protocols, and coins. We house over 2.5 million end user. By today, we processed more than $3.5 billion. We are a global crypto-related debit card and card processing, and the most important, we support more than 100 fiat currencies and more than 160 cryptocurrencies, and we're going to expand on this in a bit. As you can see, all the big names, we're working with them. Binance, we started working with them in 2017. That was a pivotal moment for the company, and all the big ones followed, and many more that obviously this page has no place to show. It's very important to note that a little bit more than 6 months ago, Simplex was acquired by Nouveau. Nouveau is a global payment giant from Canada, listed on the New York Stock Exchange, that gives us a very strong fundamentals, and basically this helps us to control the whole vertical of the fiat on-ramp. If it's the acquirer, if it's the issuer, a lot of banking stuff that you really don't need to care about, but the fact that we are backed by Nouveau gives us more than 500 alternative payment methods that we are working on to integrate. So every country with its own local payment method, people will be able to buy instantly the crypto. If it's today, we do it with Apple Pay or Google Pay that everybody know. There's a lot of emerging solution in different countries, and we are working to support that. We are connected, with over 20 card acquiring partners channel. That means that the people that try to buy crypto with credit card will see much higher conversion rates. And this is crucial because we know that a lot of banks are not crypto friendly. And basically, if you have a credit card from this bank, you will not be able to use it with any of the fiat on-ramp provider. Other stuff are important as well, but these are the main thing about Nouveau. And obviously, as you can see, there's big logos here. They are backing Nespresso, Get, and many, many, many more. They're not well known, and if you're interested in payments, I will check them out because they offer other offerings that are not related for crypto. Simplex is a Nouveau company, as I said. Basically, we are becoming their platform for the fiat on-ramp, and we are offering the turnkey solution. This is for buying crypto seamlessly on your website, on your app, on your dapp, whatever you have, we are able to facilitate. We have the NFT solution, and it's both for the gaming world and the marketplaces. And we will expand about it in a bit. Simplex banking, as we said, Simplex have a EU EMI license, and we are able to open virtual bank accounts to your users where they can wire money from their bank account and then purchasing crypto in very, very low rates and very easily and seamlessly. And it's a great solution. And lastly, we have the co-branded Visa debit cards that is starting to get some traction with some big names, and hopefully in the near future we will see many more companies that are co-branding Visa with us, and it gives their community much more options when it comes to buying and paying with crypto.
If I have a question, should I stop you now, or you want to?
Sure, go ahead.
At the very end. Okay, so do you collect or create a purchase history with crypto that people can look back on? So, for example, let's say I'm buying and selling a lot of crypto, or like switching from and to fiat. Then I would need some help with taxes, so I know that exactly how much I bought it for, how much I sold it for, and what the realized gains or losses are in the purchases.
So not exactly. In the banking solution, obviously you will have an history of all your transaction, but we do not open an account for you when you are using the credit card to buy on various exchanges. For example, if you go now to KuCoin and you want to buy there with credit card, basically you are a user of KuCoin, not Simplex. We are giving this solution to KuCoin to enable user to buy with credit card, but we are not opening a special account for them, and they won't see any transaction except the ID that the ID transaction that they receive at the end of the purchase. With this, they can always refer back to our system to see the amounts, but I will advise you to use one of the services that are out there today. I don't remember right now the names, that gives you basically out of the box full solution for taxes, because if you start like this, you will never end.
Yeah, that makes sense. You're the technology that connects the payment solution using fiat to crypto and vice versa, and not the platform that is using
exactly.
your solution, your technology to do this. Yes,
exactly. So we call it a turnkey. It's an A to Z solution for buying crypto. When the partner don't have all the licenses to sell crypto, but the users of this exchange, for example, we said KuCoin, are still KuCoin users, and they will be the interaction will be directly with KuCoin, unless they have a particular problem regarding the transaction. We have a 24/7 support team that answer every question that you might have. When I will receive it, why is it late? I got not the sum that I thought I'm gonna receive. Question like this, obviously we will be able to help, but your account is with KuCoin.
Awesome. Yeah, makes sense. Thank you.
So our turnkey solution have many unique features. Some of them I already said. I'm gonna repeat them. So imagine that now you are an exchange or a wallet, and you want your users to be able to buy crypto. So we offer them, first of all, more than 160 cryptocurrency, and growing at least 3 every week. And this is important, and I will get back to it later. And so if you have any special need for a cryptocurrency, we can work on this together and add more coins that you will need. We have more than 100 fiat currencies. So almost from every country in the world, you can use your local currency and get the best rates from us, instead of paying with credit card and having the interchange and the exchange rate by the credit card company. So this is a big saver for your user. Currently, we support credit card, debit card, Apple Pay. Soon we will have Google Pay, Swift and SEPA. This is for the bank transfer. And so the next big alternative payment method will be the Google Pay and ACH for the American user. And this is obviously very important. We have different options for integration, and I'll explain on that in a bit. And as I said, it's an end-to-end solution. So when you partner with Simplex, you don't need any kind of special license in order to set the crypto, because you are not the merchant on record. You will hear a lot from us. You are basically partnering with us and enable your user to buy the crypto, but you are not holding any liability for the crypto. Even if there is some chargeback from your user claiming that they didn't receive their crypto, we will give you 100% chargeback guarantee. So there is no risk, and it's fully secured by our AI fraud prevention, and it's based on thousands of data points. So it's solid rock. By this time, 8 years after we started, we had, as I said, 2.5 million users using our platform, and we are able to facilitate for almost every person on the planet to buy crypto. In addition, we have 24/7 customer support. That is very, very important. Simplex basically carved on its flag the importance of the human factor. So not only bots and automatic algorithm that control the flow. We have human touch in every pace of the road, and you can stop and ask questions from our support that will help your user to get their basically ease of mind when they buy crypto. And of course, with amazing technology, we are able to achieve high conversion rates. And this is very, very important, because when your user buy crypto, you want them to have the crypto at the end of the day and not be frustrated by a solution that basically will decline their credit card. And even worse, if they try again and again and again, even block their credit card because the bank will think that they are doing some fraudulent activity.
And it basically works as fast as the blockchain technology that is doing the transactions. So if you don't add much time when the transaction happens.
It's not exactly, because there might be so we need to first of all approve you, and that depends how much is the crypto, how much crypto you're buying. So up to $1,000 in 50% of the time. Let's put it like this. So we can facilitate no KYC. So user only need to put his credit card details, name, address, and he can buy crypto without the need to add some kind of an ID. And this will work, and we're getting there right now. We're not fully supporting all the traffic. It depends on geolocation, some risk factors, but for sure, $150 you can buy without KYC, and up to $1,000 in many of the cases. So this is a great news for people that want to buy right now. And if you don't have the KYC, correct, it will be very fast, and you will get the crypto to your wallet or to your account. Depends if you are using a centralized exchange or decentralized, in a matter of minutes. But KYC sometimes takes more time, and it can take, let's say, half an hour, 1 hour, depends on the quality of the documents that you upload or things like that. But also there, once a user used our service once and he needed to go through the KYC, he will be already in our database, and it means that you won't need to go through another KYC if we come back in a month and buy another $2,000 of USDC or something like that.
And do you have limits for one-time purchases after KYC?
Yeah, so $20,000 will be our daily limit, and $50,000 will be our monthly limit.
That should be fine for most people, I imagine.
Yeah, of course. So the turnkey solution is even simpler when it comes to the integration. We have two integrations. We have one that is when you need it now, you don't need a lot of changes. We have the iframe, very straightforward. I'm sure all of you know exactly what to do with that. And you can be up and running in no time. And if you want to have a little bit more customized solution with more data from us regarding your user and how much did they bought and the frequency of their purchasing, we can use the wallet API in this way. And let's go back to the example of KuCoin. KuCoin, when a user buy $1,000 of BTC, we will receive from KuCoin his wallet address, and we will send the crypto to this address. KuCoin can see later on all the wallets that purchase crypto and basically have some monitoring in there. And of course, as I said, it's more customized. You can use your color scheme, sizes, and basically more options than the iframe. Questions?
I have one, but you might touch on this later. So okay. I'm gonna have to ask anyways. It's maybe we can answer it then. If it's later, then you can come back to it. So let's say I developed an NFT marketplace that I already have on their computer, and of course, people can buy NFTs using just their ICP that they have in their wallet. But let's say I want to expand my my audience, and I want to have people buy NFTs with their dollars, yens, and euros, then I could connect Simplex to my NFT marketplace and allow them to buy my NFTs, not using ICP, but using a different currency, that is fiat.
So the answer is yes. That's the short answer, and I will explain exactly how it works in a few slides.
Perfect, awesome.
So this is an example of the user flow with the KYC. So it's very straightforward, short, not a lot of screens for higher conversion. You see, you have the amount, you need some your credit card details, you upload your ID, and in a matter of hopefully minutes, you will be approved and you will see it in your wallet. As we said, we have also the Simplex banking. So in a nutshell, your user can open a virtual bank account with Simplex. It's a very straightforward bank account that enables them to purchase crypto and also sell crypto inside this bank account. And it's simple. It needs to be simple. It's not complicated. There's no saving account, checking account. The main function of this bank account will be to wire money from a different account to this one and then purchase crypto with that or sell your crypto. And it's available for all of the EU, UK. These two can also get a Simplex debit card for using the crypto that they have in the bank account. Other countries are supported as well. We can send you the list later on, but unfortunately the debit card is not supported there yet. So of course, with the simplest banking, you will see, your user will see higher conversion rate, and this is the most important thing because we will be the one in charge of sending your fiat and changing it to crypto, and it's already in a bank account that is crypto friendly, so we won't have any problem there. All the bullet points you can go over later, and if there's a question, we are always happy to answer. This is how it looks pretty much. As I said, it's very, very basic because we decided to focus on crypto. We don't want it to be too complicated. It's another option for the user to have to buy crypto or sell it in a very fast and efficient way with Simplex. I don't know if anyone in the crowd have already thought about something like branded Visa, but this is something that we do as well. Here is an example how it looks like. I assume it's probably far away from most of you, but when the time be, and it will probably be later this year, we will have a bigger program regarding the Visa cards. Please don't be shy, because this really give you a unique angle for your community if you really want to shine. I assume a lot of the people will love to have their own community branded Visa card.
I could create like a Board 8 Visa card.
Exactly.
And so each specific project or platform could have their own Visa card and let users purchase crypto items or crypto assets using their fiat.
Yeah, and also using it for day-to-day grocery shopping or whatever you need to do with, with your Visa card. Yeah, you can do it. You can use it wherever. It's Visa. It's basically Visa. The only thing is, as you can imagine, it's not as simple as one can think. When it's come to regulation and working with Visa, you need to be a proper company. So let's say a DAO or a decentralized protocol that doesn't have an entity. Unfortunately, this is not something that we will be able to facilitate, but a legit company that have a large pool of user can certainly think towards this solution.
Right. And can I ask what kind of fees are associated with the Simplex banking solution, for example? And connecting to this, the fees regarding let's say if I'm buying crypto assets with a credit card.
So In the banking solution, obviously, it will be the cheapest. It's 0.5% for purchasing a crypto. And sorry, I'm mixing. It's 0.25 and 0.5 when selling. So 25 when buying, 0.5 when selling. With credit cards, it's a little bit higher, and obviously there's many more intermediate that need to facilitate the transaction, and these are the reasons. So it changed between, let's say, between 4 and 5%. This is what you expect to see, and this is because of the Simplex fee, the processor's fee, and the liquidity provider that actually provide the liquidity to the end user. It's important to note that we give you the option to add a referral fee on top of that, for example, of 1%. And for every transaction that the user buy crypto on your widget, on your website, you will get this 1% immediately to your digital wallet.
Awesome. Yeah, it makes sense because paying with a credit card is the most convenient, and therefore it also goes to the most channels before
Exactly,
the payment is done.
It's immediately, and you can always use the banking, and it will take you maybe a few days to open the bank and wire the money. But a lot of the time, people need the crypto right now, and because they need to double down on something, or they just have an opportunity that they want to grab, and they need the crypto now, and for that they use the crypto at the credit card, or they're missing some gas, to do some bridging from theirs. This is when you will need a credit card, and if you think about it, if I give you now $1,000 and I ask $1,000 of USDC, there's no way you can facilitate that. The spot price of the USDC is always lower. Even if you go through the exchanges and you use the bank account, you will have, and then you need to withdraw the money from the exchange. So you will have a fee there. So you're looking at roughly $30 fee, even if you use the largest exchange. And assume in the state it will be Coinbase or crypto.com. If you want to have it on your non-custodial wallet, you're looking at least on $20-30 less, and so it comes up to 2-3%. So at the end, 4-5% to have the crypto right now. I think it will be more than enough for most of the people.
I can give you $1,000 USD if you give me $1,000. I think that would work.
Let me think about it for a second. No. USD, not today.
Okay, it was a joke. USD is 9 cents now. So
9 cents. I know. That's why I said. That's why I said not today.
Okay.
Let's hope it won't happen to USDT, right? We saw that it kind of break the peg last week when the Bitcoin touched the 28 mark. Let's hope it won't be again, because
it's scary.
It's scary, and I don't want my portfolio will just disappear.
All of our portfolio would,
all of us,
would be hit. Yeah.
I guess it will be game over.
Maybe not. I wouldn't say that, no. But liquidity would be drained for a little while, that's for sure. Yeah.
And not about what about the liquidity is also the question of the regulation. This is what I'm afraid of, because the network effect that we are seeing right now can be positive and can be negative. And unfortunately, now we have a lot of negative sentiment and a lot of FUD, and this is not good for the mass adoption of this great industry. And hopefully, people will remember the good stuff and will forget about it soon enough.
I think this negative news cycle or FUD comes in waves. Like when you have these crypto winters, when the price is dropping, when everyone is every news title is negative. Bitcoin dropped this much, USD lost its peg. But then, as eventually I assume we'll go out of the crypto winter and the bear market turns to a bull market, then people forget the chaos that was here in the year or so, and then just concentrate on the technology and building on the technology as and seeing the potential in the future, and not the short-term price fluctuations, because that happens in every market.
I completely agree, and I'm actually looking forward to this bear market in winter and crypto winter, and to see how strong we come out at the end. Let me ask you a question about that, an interesting one. Do you know how much the Amazon stock fell after the .com bubble explode?
Yeah, I think it was 96%.
Yes,
96, 97%, and Jeff Bezos sent out an email to the whole company that all of our numbers in general are hitting record highs, and everything is better than on target. So if the technology behind is rock solid, then the price doesn't matter, because eventually technology and value can only be decoupled for so long, and at the end the price catches up with technology, whether if it's catching up to good technology, a low price catching up, or vice versa.
Very good answer. I couldn't phrase it better than you. But just to add on this, in 96 in the first time, I think it was 65 on the second time, and now it's just almost not moving. Like it will fall 20%, but nobody flinched for 20% when Amazon falls. But if you look at Bitcoin or Ethereum right now in this cycle, they fall around 50-55%, and this is a big difference from the 90-something% ETH fell 4 years ago. So I think the direction is the same, and when the technology is there and the fundamental is there, we should expect that sooner or later the price will get to level.
Yeah, Bitcoin has dropped 90+% multiple times, same with Ethereum, and now they are the blue tech or the blue chip cryptos, and they don't move as much as altcoins.
And again, it's all come down to the mass adoption of how many people are there. And when people don't get scared about this, they stay.
You should always focus on development and the ecosystem and the technology.
Agreed.
All right. We got sidetracked, so please.
Yeah, sorry for that, guys. NFT solution. Hopefully there is a lot of you guys developing this, because this solution I think would be perfect for you. So in a nutshell, the same thing that I told you about turnkey and how we provide crypto to the end user, we can do the same when it comes to NFT. Now we have two solutions here, and we'll jump a little bit ahead. We have two solutions. One is a kind of let's call it the long solution. It's when a user buy crypto and he approves that this crypto will automatically convert it into an NFT, and you will receive the NFT at the end. So it's kind of the same kind of a flow, but wrapped differently. So the end result will be, instead of the crypto in the wallet, you will receive the NFT. This is nice, but still not revolutionary. What is revolutionary is the fact that today we are the first one that got an approval from Visa to sell NFT as digital good. So there's something that is called MCC. MCC is a merchant category code, and for every item that we buy with credit card, our bank see the MCC of the item. So he knows basically where we are and what we are buying. And when he see the crypto, when it's a non-friendly crypto bank, he will basically decline it. But imagine now that you're buying an NFT with your credit card, and your bank is seeing the digital good MCC instead of the crypto. So he will imagine that you're buying something like a digital book on Amazon and not an NFT. Because at the end, NFT, I'm not sure, and maybe we can talk about it later. If it's crypto, it's NFT, it's the same, it's different, it's the same. But what's important for you and your user is the fact that the conversion rate and before that the authorization rates especially in countries like China, for example, that you won't be able to buy crypto with your credit card, are skyrocketing and will go above 95%. And this is crucial for the mass adoption of NFTs. Here, we give 100% no KYC up to $1,000. So your user, when they buy the NFT, if it's less than $1,000, they will not need to go through the KYC. So also very fast. And we believe that this is something that we will see more and more in many places, that NFT are actually digital good, and you can buy them with your credit card, and you don't need to go through the hassle of having crypto. Obviously, digital wallets are something that are still important in order to keep your NFTs. And I can tell you that we are working with a few very promising startups that are working on a solution for this first-time user, the newbies that want to go over the FOMO of this NFT drop that they just heard about from their best friend, and they want to buy it now, but they don't have a digital wallet, and they are not going to open one right now, because if they're going to open, they're probably going to bounce some way down the road and not going to buy the NFT. So there's some unique solution over there. And if you are still thinking about what you are developing, I will think about this need of them in the market that we are seeing regarding solution for how to buy NFT when you don't have a wallet, and basically it's the first time that you're interacting with the crypto world. Questions? No.
In the chat now, no. I think we can continue.
Okay. Partnering with Simplex is very easy. There is a few steps here, basically two big ones. The first one will be to sign a commercial agreement between Simplex and you. And there's going to be also a screening process that we make sure that you're a legit entity, and basically there's no red flags around the history of the company, and it's not related to any, I don't know, drug trafficking or gambling, something like that. And once the business track is over, we start with the integration. And as I mentioned, it could be very fast if it's only iframe, or up to 2-3 weeks if you need the more customized solution of the API. And you will be up and ready to sell crypto on your widget, on your app, to your community. Question about that? No. One last thing I want to touch, and this is a big one, and this is our coin support. So we support, as I mentioned before, up more than 160 coins, and we're adding more and more. And this means that also your token will be able to be supported by Simplex. So a user can buy directly your token with the credit card. Now, this process takes time and effort, but sometimes it for sure worth it. The caveat here that if you just started, it will be very hard to list you and help you get listed on the different exchange and on Simplex. So we offer only listing on Simplex or listing on exchanges as well as a service. But again, if you just started and you don't have your token yet, or you just launch your token, we can help you with this. But bear in mind, it's a costly service and it takes some time. But again, at the end, you will allow your user to buy it with credit card. And also, one important note: once we listed on the Simplex platform, all of our 350 plus partners, if they see any value in your coin, can add it to their turnkey in their website and enable the user of, for example, KuCoin to buy your token with credit card.
Do you have ICP implemented already?
ICP?
Yep.
Not yet.
Okay.
You mean as a token?
Yes.
No, the token, yeah. Sorry, the token we support, right?
Okay.
Yes, we do.
But you mean we support a token, but we don't support no. So if you build a new token on the ICP blockchain, this is going to be this is going to be a little bit different. But yeah, of course, the ICP token we support out of the bat. For Edith, I'm not sure how many partners already support it, but if you need, we can send you the list later on. But again, if it's your own token and it's built on the ICP blockchain, we can facilitate this as well. It's just a matter to see where do you want to be listed and on which blockchain are you building. And for this occasion, I hope that you're building on the ICP blockchain, right?
I wonder how this would work. So we are going to release the SNS, which is a way for dapps to create their own governance. And in this way, they would have their custom governance token where users of or holders of these custom token can vote on different proposals, and they can govern this DAO or this dapp. But usually, I think it would work in a way that you can convert ICP to this custom token. Then if I want Simplex to use US dollars to buy the custom token, would you implement a technology in which you're buying ICP first and then converting the ICP to this custom DAO token? Or, I mean, we don't know how it would work yet.
Interesting question. I'm sure, we can build something with you guys that will basically facilitate exactly the flow that you mentioned, but the next step will be through some kind of a smart contract that will do the swap automatically. But right. If we have a pool already of, so we can do a service pool of that holds this token already, and then you can enable user to buy it directly.
You mean a liquidity pool, or?
Yes, some kind of a liquidity pool that will be hosted by our liquidity provider, and then they can buy it immediately. The question is the price. How do you determine the price of this token?
The SNS is not out yet, so I don't know exactly how it will work. I think it takes hopefully a few months, and then we can talk again and give you more exact details.
Sounds good. Maybe you can be by then our 200th coin in the list. We do a big celebration for the number 200.
That's good. All right. So,
awesome. Let's. I will share again in the chat here. There is a simple Google form. So if you guys want to register for a short webinar to understand how to integrate Simplex and get the API for the sandbox, please register here, and we will follow back with you in the next 2 weeks, I think, for the next webinar about the integration and with all the details that you need. And if you have any kind of question, please feel free to reach out. I will share my email and Twitter or Telegram.
Awesome. I have just one last question, more of a speculative question, or want to ask your opinion. So I see that from what I understand, the vision of Simplex is to remove all the barriers that are currently between cryptocurrencies or crypto assets and fiat currencies. When do you think we will be able to buy an iPhone or groceries with ICP, for example?
It's a good question. My gut feeling is that in around 5 years, we will be able to use crypto as kind of collateral in our credit card or Apple Pay or whatever. So you can have, maybe Apple will not receive your ICP immediately, but you won't feel it. You will hold ICP, and let's say your whole portfolio is 100% ICP. But when you come to whatever country or store that you want to buy something, you simply buy it, and in the back end, it changes. I mean, we do the swap immediately, and if you're in China or if you're in the UK, it will pay the local currency, or if the merchant preferred different cryptocurrency, you will receive it as well. I assume that the transaction fee will be so low and it can work so fast on the blockchain that we won't really care. We will hold our token that we believe in, where we get the most yield or most fees at the end of the day, and it will be seamless. You won't even know what's going on in the back end. Something very interesting, by the way, that we are working on now for this end of the year is an option to get, it's called OCT, and you can basically get a refund to your credit card when you sell your crypto. So, for example, you sell $100 of BTC, you will see it as a plus on your credit card at the end of the month.
Nice. Yeah. Exciting times.
Yeah.
All right. I think we are more or less on time. So first of all, thank you very much, Dror, for the nice presentation, and thank you very much for the audience who have participated and who are watching us. We will upload this shortly on YouTube in a few days, and I'll put it in, or make sure to put the link in the description with your form. And yes, for our audience, don't forget that we have Kyle Peacock today holding a live coding session at 8 p.m. Central Europe time. And Dror, you or someone from the Simplex team will hold another presentation that will be more hands-on how to integrate Simplex solution. Exactly. And how you can have that in your own dapps on the IC.
Somebody from our integration team will walk you through the integration and answer all your questions, obviously.
Yeah.
Good luck to everyone. Holding fingers for you. You can do it. And don't forget communication, right?
Communication. All right. Thanks a lot again. And thank you, everyone.
Ciao.